Okay, thanks for joining me, guys. Now, I'm not sure if this will show up. There you go. Causes of Coccydynia, which is something that I have. In the last few years it's been getting worse too. Okay, so it is pain in the tailbone. And it says you get coccydynia when your coccyx or the surrounding tissue is damaged. This causes pain and discomfort at the base of your spine, particularly when sitting down. And I get it when I'm sitting. Obviously, that's what I just said. This weekend I'm going to be spending 4 hours on a coach, on a bus, going from London to Cardiff. Now, back in Australia, my office chair, I had some foam floor mats which I cut up and sort of made into like a foam seating pad with a recess area where there'd be cut it out and basically be directly underneath where my tailbone would be, and that way when you're sitting there's no pressure on your tailbone. Now I want to do the same here, so what I've done is I went down to what's it called again? Decathlon, which is a French sports store, and I bought a camping mat, as you can see. This is a full size, so I'll just stretch it out here on the bed. So full length. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a section off, double it up, and that's going to be my seating pad for when I'm working at the desk on the computer, and also for use for my trip on the coach. And what I'll be left with will be a 3/4 or 3/4 length camping mat. So I'm just working out the size. So here we go, about there I'd say. So I'll just change the camera angle. Oh, my knees are playing up as well. I hate getting old. Okay, so I'm going to make one straight cut across there. Thankfully this foam is easy to cut with a pair of scissors. Even though the camping store, sports store is, I believe it's a French owned and operated business, when you're on a budget like I am at the moment, not earning much money at all, and I'm only working 20 hours a week, every penny counts. Now this this full length mat cost me £9, whereas another one was just half the thickness, which only cost £5. And of course they also have other ones which are more expensive, better quality, but for what they are, this is absolutely brilliant. Green and reflective silver. And I'm going to be doing another video on this altogether with a specific topic in mind. Halfway point. per point. Okay, now I've got two pieces equal size. Actually, one's bugger it, made a mistake. It's about 5. No, that's right. It's right on one side. And it's not on the other. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'll put the larger one underneath. Now, what I need to do is stick these two together, and then I will cut out a recess area and just trim the corners. And to make them completely flat, because I've got a bit of a bow in them, I will just roll them and let that sit for about 10-15 minutes to get the memory out of it, so that they're completely flat. So I'll leave that for now, and I'll come back to you guys shortly. Okay, it still has a bit of memory in it, obviously that's been rolled up since manufacture. So I'm going to go ahead and stick them together anyway. Now I'm not going to do anything fancy, no fancy glues or anything like that. I'm simply just going to be using double-sided sticky tape and hope that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll go out and spend a few more pounds getting some proper polyethylene glue. Okay, so because I want to be able to actually use this as a camping seat as well, I'm going to glue the green side to the silver. That way I've got a silver and a green to use. Let's hope this works. Sorry if I'm off screen, guys, I don't really have a workbench, so I'm just making do with my bed. That's a large flat surface. Let's see, just a simple pattern, nothing fancy. Nothing fancy if you're watching, no pun intended. I think getting close to enough. So I've got to think about where I want the recess hole to go in. So what I'm going to do is once it's glued together, stuck together, I'll then cut out this recessed area. Alright, I've got to stand up because my knees are killing. And let's take a break. Back shortly. Okay, let's get back to it. There comes the annoying part. It's getting the other side of the tape off. Alright, not sure if that's visible. Now, to match this up, because I only get one chance at this. Okay, I'll use this side. And it's stuck. So what I'm going to do is put this on the floor and put some something heavy on it, like maybe my camera bag, and leave it for a bit, and come back and cut that out and finish it. Alright, back shortly. Okay, now before I go trimming the tailbone section out, I'm going to clean up the edges. As you see there, it's overlapped just a little bit. So that's pretty straight, so I'll Keep that as a front. Yeah, that'll do. Nothing too fancy. Okay, so which side was it? That's going to be the front. That. Now this one. So here, I'll say probably about, so that's half, so that's a quarter, so I'll say probably about 1/4 taken from the middle. So if I measure the middle, this thing's 16 inches wide, so that's exactly the middle. So I'll go, that's the middle, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, double whack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that's the middle, and these lines I've counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to cut up, I'm going to use the Q. I'm going to use that Q as the depth for the cut. Thing is, I just realised that I left a little gap inside, didn't I, with the tape? So I may or may not be cutting the right side or not. No, I'm not that worried. Excuse me. Cut it from this side so I can see what I'm doing. That silver was actually kind of hard to focus on. Turning cut is difficult on this stuff. Ta-da! So now just to clean up the edges, because it does look butchered. That's killing my knee. Now, actually what I might do is grab my knife and see if we can round that off. I didn't think of this before. Use my chair. It's not perfect, but it'll do. I mean, after all, it's a job that's been done on my bed, not in a workshop. Some of you may say, why didn't I cut it out before gluing together? That's what I did with the previous one. And it's just as much work. Right, that's it really. One camping chair, sorry, camping mat, seating camping mat, and also something to sit on when I'm at the computer desk, sorry, table, and also when I'm on the coach. Alright. Let's we could put it to the test. Yep, works fine. I can actually feel the void underneath my tailbone. Actually, that's not correct English, is it? You can't feel something that's not there. But yep, nice spongy sort of seat. Yeah, that'll work. I'll give it a test tonight after sitting on it for a few hours. I'll notice as soon as I stand up if I've got a sore tailbone. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I really need to clean up and I need to vacuum the floor now. Alright, thanks for watching. See you later.